Hi all, today's demo is for absolutely anyone in the business to try. There's no coding involved, just copying, pasting and clicking. The more technical folks might pick this up a bit faster, but as you're watching this, I want everyone to think about anything that they're planning on automating or anything they already have automated using Microsoft PowerAutomate, because this approach is going to show you how you trigger those PowerAutomate flows, especially using agentic AI, sending data from your conversation straight into those flows. And to do this, I'm going to be using FCGPT, specifically the Libre chat client that we all know and love. There's many scenarios where I think this could be useful. For example, you could use AI to gather travel insights and send those insights to a flow that emails your team or your customers. You could obviously do that on a reoccurrence. To keep things simple for this demo, I'm just going to ask AI to send something to my team, an update or something interesting that I've just learned. So in a nutshell, how does it work? Step one, we're going to create an agent, again using the FCGPT client. Step two, I'm going to show you how to add an action. This is going to be the component that calls PowerAutomate. And inside that, I'm going to tell the agent how it can use that particular action. So that's going to be exposing, PowerAutomate itself, providing, information that PowerAutomate is expecting, and just generally allowing the two to speak the same language. The final step is just to test it out and talk to the AI and let it send that information to the flow. Cool. Okay, let's begin, shall we? I've already opened the Libre chat client to begin chatting with FCGPT. I'm going to refer to FCGPT as AI from now on. I need to add a prompt that tells the AI what I'm doing. So this is giving context. This time I'd like to share things with my team. I'm also going to connect it to a PowerAutomate flow using the tools I'm about to set up in this client. Actually, hang on. I'm not sure if it's tools or actions. I think I said actions before. Well, let's check, shall we? I'm going to open up the agent section and click on the actions button and check if this is the one I can configure. Yeah, this looks correct. Let's change that to actions. So when we start creating these agents, we need to give it a role and a purpose. In this case, this is an email assistant. I want it to be polite and be able to chat. This is so that we can work out what it is we want to send to PowerAutomate together. There's also going to be plenty of spelling mistakes as I do this because I'm wild. The one thing that would help you understand this a bit more is knowing that when two apps chat with each other, they use API talk. So this is basically a web request, which is why I've used the word get and OpenAI or OpenAPI schema there. I'm also telling the AI I'll add all the connection details shortly as I want to build this step by step. Okay, the AI is building those instructions for me. As usual, I'm going to assume those instructions are accurate. Now I'm going to flip to PowerAutomate. I'm going to create a new cloud flow, an instant one. Let's just choose manually trigger and click create. I'll click on the three dots here and remove this trigger part. I'll search for when a HTTP request is received. This next step is important for security purposes. If this was a production solution, I'd leave this to any user in my tenant to stop people from the outside calling this. However, for demo simplicity, I'll set it to anyone. Click next step. Search for send an email. Choose the send an email v2. Add myself as the recipient for testing purposes. Give it a subject line. Try to save it and realize you need a body. Okay, now saved. This part is important, the HTTP post URL. It's important because this is what we are going to configure as part of the action back in the Libre chat client. So I'm going to copy it. Let's bring up Notepad. because I need to extract some of the elements from this URL. I'm not going to go into detail on what each part of this URL does, but just know it's important and I want to tell the AI about it separately. So anything after the question mark is a separate value. I'm also going to remove the encoding it's added to this value because the AI might get confused by it. The last part is the data, which will be what I get the agent to send over to the flow as part of our conversation. Back in FCGPT, I'm going to copy in that URL from PowerAutomate with each of the components I extracted separately. I'm asking it to update the previous instructions I gave it. Now I'm back in PowerAutomate. Let's make sure this HTTP request trigger is set to get. Now I'm going to add another action. Search for compose. In the inputs for compose, find the path parameters in this window that pops up. Add another action. Search for parse and choose parse JSON. In the contents, find the outputs, which is part of the compose you just added. In the schema, add the following, which just tells it I want the value of the data that's been sent through from FCGPT. Hit save. Go down to the body of the email and find the data that you just extracted using the previous parse JSON method. Hit save and go back to the LibreChat client. Add a prompt for the AI to create an OpenAPI 3 schema. This is just going to help the AI understand how to send data to the flow. Great, it's created a bunch of code for me. Let's go up and copy this code so I can add it to the agent sidebar on the right. We are now creating the agent, so we need to give it a name. I'll choose the model and provider as ASI Models, Claude 4. Back. Then create, then add actions. Here is where we need to paste the schema we copied before. I'm going to hit create. Then save again. Now that the connection to the PowerAutomate flow is complete, I need to copy the natural language instructions. This is the role and purpose, etc. Remember, this is what the AI worded for me earlier. Let's paste that into this instructions box on the right, and don't forget to save. Okay, let's now test this, and let's see if we can get it to send an email. I'll add a dummy phrase. Hopefully it can work its magic. Whoops, there's a problem. Okay. Looks to be something to do with the authentication. That's okay. We can figure this out on the fly. It's actually hinting at a problem with the signature. So I know it's something to do with that URL I copied over from PowerAutomate. Okay, I've realized the issue. I need it to send the data as part of the URL, and I missed adding that. So I'll type it in and get the AI to update the instructions. Now let's ask the AI to try again. Amazing, it's worked now. So let's check the flow in PowerAutomate. Click on the name of the flow I created. It's in the run history at the bottom with a green success status. I'll click it. I can see green ticks going down all the steps. In the compose, you can see the message it made up on the spot and just sent over a random coffee machine message, but I guess it relates to work. The parse JSON method looks good too, and the send in email event has the same body. Let's check Outlook for the email and make sure it's sent. Looks good. Thanks for sticking with me, guys. That is all the steps necessary to connect LibreChat or FCGPT to PowerAutomate. If anyone has any good ideas and what they'd like to automate following this video, then I'd love to know. Happy automating, peeps.